Episode 1 of Mandy Season 3 begins in Lola's beauty salon. Mandy tells Lola that nobody will employ her, which will be of no surprise to fans of the show who have witnessed her failed attempts at gaining employment in previous episodes. Lola suggests to Mandy that she should try to get a job as an air stewardess. To get the job, Mandy only needs to be at least 5 foot 8 inches, according to Lola. Mandy worries she isn't the right height as it's only her boots that make her look taller. Lola mentions a leg operation she can undergo which will increase her height. Mandy immediately leaves the salon, and in the next scene, we see her surrounded by doctors and nurses. The plan is to fit her legs with magnetic calipers because these are the cheapest option to aid with Mandy's leg surgery. 6 months later, Mandy is an air stewardess and wearing the calipers to prevent her legs from buckling beneath her. As she walks down the aisle, the magnetic legwear attracts various objects from the plane's passengers. As expected, Mandy is not great at her job, but her lack of professionalism is overshadowed by a terrorist who has planted a bomb on the plane. He orders Mandy to take him to the cockpit where he reveals the bomb is situated on one of the wings. It's up to Mandy to save the day. Thanks to her magnetic calipers, she is able to stick to the wing. The plane's passengers are in awe of her as she valiantly kicks the bomb into the sky. She may have saved the day, but she seemingly isn't able to save herself as she is swept away in an air current. Don't worry though, Mandy hasn't succumbed to a terrible fate. Moments later, we see that she has managed to position herself back onto the plane. She then enters the cockpit from a hatch below. When the terrorist is unable to blow up the plane, he points a gun at Mandy. Luckily, her magnetic calipers pull the gun from his hands. She uses it to shoot the terrorist, but she accidentally damages the brakes on the plane too. The plane is heading for a crash landing, but in a scene both ridiculous and rousing, we see Mandy holding onto one of the plane's wheels. On the runway, she is able to slow the plane down with the metal calipers brushing against the ground. The passengers on the plane have been saved, but Mandy is nowhere to be seen. Where is she? At a local shop, where we see her, burnt and frazzled, trying to claim a prize she won on one of the plane's scratch cards. Her prize? A first-class flight to New York. After her traumatic experience on the plane, she tells the store assistant she is going nowhere. The episode ends as she does go somewhere, to the ground, as her legs buckle beneath her. The episode review. Mandy is back with a brilliant performance from Diane Morgan as the odd but endearingly charming Mandy Carter. As fans of the show will already know, this series is not to be taken seriously. This is surrealist comedy at its finest with a plotline that flies far from the realm of realism. This episode isn't laugh-out-loud funny, but it's as quirky as ever. Mandy getting a job as an air stewardess was never going to be a straightforward series of events, so it's no surprise that she had to go to extreme lengths, literally, with the operation to expand her legs, to secure her position. Cameos from Motherland's Paul Reddy as the terrorist and Things You Should Have Done's Lucia Keskin as a clueless passenger adds to this episode's silliness. Here's hoping the rest of the season matches the craziness of the Season 3 premiere.